Welcome to Roma. Today we've got the TGB Blade 550 AR. Thanks to the guys at Silmac Farm Supplies at Bathurst and Orange for lending us this for the weekend. We're going to take this for a ride around the farm. We'll show you how this will become your new best mate.
The TGB Blade 550 4x4 is just a smidge under $10,000. So what do you get for your money? What you get is a really practical farm quad bike. It's about 2.7 meters in length. It's about just 1.27 in width. So it's not small, but it's certainly compact. You get a rear cargo tray that hold about 200 kilos and quite handy. You get tilts, as you'll see later. You get a normal 50mm tow ball for towing things around the farm, very handy. A front cargo tray that will hold about 40 kilos. And also at the front you get a bit of a nudge bar, a winch, which is exceptionally handy, front headlights, and a two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive button. The front diff lock can only be engaged when it's in four-wheel drive. Your instrumentation includes 2 trip meters, hour meter, gear indicator, fuel gauge, high temp, high, low and beam, turn indicators, etc. The vehicle itself has 300 mils of ground clearance with the independent rear suspension, which is exceptionally important. As you'll see, going up over this limestone infested hill, we would normally walk up through this hill to muster sheep. There is a track through there for four-wheel drives, however it's exceptionally difficult. So we tend to walk. Also a lot of roos in this paddock. We've seen mobs in excess of 100. It's a beautiful spot actually. But the TGB 550 makes short work of this hill.
Where Anthony's taking this quad bike now, there is no way in the world we'd get any one of the farm vehicles down there. That just shows the practicality of these vehicles and the diversity of what you can actually do with them.
It's also important to note that the quad bike's still only in two-wheel drive. We haven't engaged four-wheel drive yet. Quad bike's also really useful for moving smaller implements around the farm, like this trailer that we actually use to tow the quad bike in on. You tend to find yourself using this a lot more than you do a tractor or a ute, because it's just so versatile and practical. And a note to self, make sure I don't get my shadow in the video next time. Here we are getting a load of wood for the night. We're just about to sort of chill out and have a bit of dinner and a few beers. And the simplicity of just a tilting tray off the back of the quad bike is great. Load her up, release the spring, and away it goes. Very simple, very easy, very handy. got some more wood, lining up for a bit of bacon and egg for brekkie, a bit of a cup of tea, and then we're set for mustering and a bit of crutching for the day.
Alright Harold, well I'll finish my cuppa and then we'll move those weathers up near the shed and we can do a bit of crutching and then we'll go and have a bit of fun. I'll see you in about 10.
This particular mob of sheep that we're rounding up now, the neck crutching, they're a mob of wethers, some 400 odd in total in the paddock. Of course they don't get mustered very often, they're a bit skittish. They're headed up into the hills, Anthony's gone after them, and he's finally sort of rounded them up and bringing them back out now. They get a bit jittery, but again we would normally be walking, probably with a couple of dogs, to round these up. Using the quad bike, I reckon it's probably taken us about a third of the amount of time that we would normally take to round this part of the mob up and join them with the other mob up on the other side of the limestone hill we were sitting in earlier. It just makes life a bit easier, and that's what it's all about these days on the farm, making life a bit easier and making your life simpler, more efficient. Make more efficient, you can make more money. It's as simple as that. All the key features of the TGB 550 come into play when you're doing work like this. Its constant variable transmission makes it so easy to drive around the farm. It places a lot less stress on the vehicle. It's locking diff in places we will need to use it, although I must admit we haven't actually had to use it at all today. Its independent rear suspension and 300mm of ground clearance is vital in this type of country because it is so rocky and so hilly. And just so much stuff tucked away in those in the scrub there that you just don't see it sometimes. This is a particularly good vehicle. We really enjoyed our time with it, so you know it's been quite handy for the couple of days we've had it here, and certainly worthwhile having a look at.
As you can see, the Blade is a really good versatile quad. It'll help you out on the farm a lot. It'll make your life a lot easier. It can do a lot of things that your ute can't do simply for size wise. Once again, thanks to the guys at Silmac at Orange and Bathurst for loaning us the Blade for the weekend. Until next time, thanks for watching Oz Roma.